Single button assistant. How's that been going? I actually want to do a poll in chat, like no meme. I'm sure some of you guys will troll, but like I want to know how many of you guys in your WoW playing. Actually, some of you aren't even playing this season. I need to ask this middle of next season. I'll ask it right now anyway. How many of you guys are using the one button tool all the time? Used it once to try it, or like that ain't me. I'm doing a poll right now in chat. Make just use it on alts as an option. Never on my main, always for alts for fun. I never thought about that actually. Like, you know your main really well, but like some people want to play an alt but don't care enough to like actually learn all the stuff on it to the level of your main. Dude, that's really interesting for me because while I know this isn't gonna be super relatable because I've always looked at WoW as like a really competitive thing and I want to be the best at it possible, but even really early on, I've found that once you kind of get WoW, like you become 95% as good as you can be at a spec. There's a lot in that last 5%, but I believe a lot of people have actually achieved this. Like if they've only ever played one class, like in PvE, you can get about like 95, 90% there. Or I felt like I got there like back in MOP, right? I feel like once you get to that point, if you have the passion to actually play another class well, I find it really easy. Like especially within the same role. It's like once you just get it, you know? Like you can keybind a bunch of shit to similar thinking. Like tanks is like insanely easy, dude. Like you just bind shield block and shield of vengeance and iron fur. You can bind those all to the same button, you know? You can bind ignore pain and frenzied regen, like resource spenders that heal or absorb you. Like there's just, you know, or melee is like so fucking similar, you know. But also why this isn't really, is I bet some people don't care, you know. Max, I just hope when the add-ons get fucked, they make sure the official options are just as good. So yeah, I mean they've kind of mentioned that, right? So right now Hikili still works, correct? They did not kill it. Just before I go on a little monologue here, I'm just like double checking that's true because I'm pretty sure that's true. Okay, so what they're doing, they're not implementing Blizzard's solution and being like, well, this better work, and then just killing the old shit. We actually don't even know at this point when they're going to eventually kill Hikili or maybe ever, right? You don't... There's some things they stated they're going to get rid of, and they're adding things in game for them, but that's... It is going to take absolute like years and years for this to be the case. Like the moment in time that we have all talked about where it's like the add-ons like weak auras and shit in raid literally don't work anymore. In my opinion, I would put money that does not happen within the next 3 years. Like long time from now. So like them putting this stuff in the game, they're not expecting it to be better than those things or even comparable if they're being honest right away, but they can do it over a period of time, and whenever they decide to make that decision they will be sufficient, and I think that makes sense. I think that should work because it is going to take a long time. It's like for sure. The cooldown manager still sucks. Yeah, that's a big fail in my opinion, because the cooldown manager being like the best version of that would actually be so huge for the game. Like I genuinely believe if the cooldown manager was the best, if you were to go forward in time and the best the cooldown manager is ever going to be was just in the game right now or when it came out, I think people would not use like UI based add-ons that work with stuff like that. You know, like the best version of that, if that was in game and easy to configure and stuff, that would be so fucking goated, dude. It may not even happen right away, but the second a beta or alpha cycle comes out and add-ons don't work for a week and people have to use that cooldown manager, people are just going to stay on it if it's actually good, right? So it is crazy that one is bad. It also, that one doesn't seem, I'm going to sound really stupid here, but that one doesn't seem that hard to make. Yep, I did sound stupid. I thought that was going to happen, and then I did it anyway. Okay, yes, people will stop using weak auras if the baseline is good, since it will cost less resources. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, I didn't see us really going into an add-on thing there.